in listen-only mode.
Namaskara, Swagatam. Budhavasraha, Dinankaha, Chaturdashaha, 14th of September. This is the Wednesday class. Vyakaranam, Samasapakranam, Pratamataha, Mangalacharanam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate, Ramam Ramesham Bhaje, Ramena Bhiyata Nishacharuchamu, Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhautame Bhorama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varadane Shri Rama Nama Varadana Om Nama Iti Atha Shri Maheshwara Sutrani Ayi Un Rul Rak E Ong Ayi Auch Hayavarat Lan Nyama Nam Jabang Garadash Jaba Garadash Kapa Chata Sacha Chata Kapaisha Sarhal Iti Mahamsha Sutrani. Okay, so we are on page number 133. Namadhatu Prakaranam. Last time we kind of finished this top part of 133, starting from Shabdayate up to Dukkhayate. So this is the section, see Namadhatavaha, just to quickly refresh us. It starts from here, which is Supatmanaha Kyach. So that starts from 318. It goes down to, 3121 basically. So we have seen some sutras. We saw Supatmanaha Kyach, Kamyacha, Upamanadachare, Kartuhyang Salopascha. So we saw, in fact, last time we spent some time on this Drushadibhyo, Bhuvyachve, and Lopascha Halaha, Lohitadi Dajbhya Kyash. We saw the Vartikam on that. Now, these 3, 1, 16, 17, 18 is what we need to use to, we already in the class last time, but just to refresh our memory, Bashposhmabhyam Udvamane, Shabda Vaira Kalhabhra Kandvamegebhya Karane, Sukhadibhya Kartruvedanayam. There's a typo in this document here. There should be no Padacheda like this, so it should be just so this anuswaras, himonuswara only comes hali parataha. There should be no anuswara over here. There's a typo here. So bashmoshma bhyam udvamane. Okay, so this is the pratyaya kyang is coming down here, kyang, because from here we had the kartuhyang salopascha that was intervened by the pratyaya kyash in between here. But still, if you look at the Kashika on 3114, on 3114, that kyash doesn't continue down. 3114, we look at the next one, it says kyang ityanuvartate na kyash. So we had the pratyaya kyang coming down from kartuh kyang salopascha. That went from 3111 on down, and that continues down. Even though the kyash is intervening over there, that doesn't come into the 3115, 16, 7, in fact 14, 15, 16. So the kyang goes from 3111 to 3118. It is intervened by the pratyaya kyash in 3113. Okay, so okay, let's look at these 3, 1, 16, 17, 18 before we continue today. So let's go back there. Let's see. So 3, 1, 16 said, sorry, no, it's here, sorry. Bashmo shma bhyam udvamane. So, abhyam karmabhyam kyang syat. So the pratyaya kyang comes after the word bashpa and ushman, when that is the object of the action, karmabhyam, and udvamane, when the action is to emit that out. Or to exude. So basically, bashpam udvamati means to shed tears. It goes bashpayate. We did this all last time. So bashpa plus because the pratyaya. And this thing I think I mentioned to you in the class last time is that in the Bhaimi Vyakhya, Bhimsen Shastriji makes the point on the next sutram 3.1.17. He does not take the anuvritti of supaha in there. So he does the prakriya from the Prajaptikam itself, not from the Subantam. Right now what I have in the document here is that I have Bashpa plus Oh, this is 3116, of course. On 3117 in the Bhaimi Vyakhya it says that we don't take, there's no need to take Supaha. But the thing is that Karmanaha is there, Karmanaha. So karma has been mentioned, and the problem that I had in the class last time was that if you take the word Ushmayate, Prajaptikam is, I believe, Ushman. Can double check that. Prajaptikam is Ushman. So I don't know how we're going to get the Nakar Lopaha unless we can first make the Pratyaya Lope, Pratyaya Laksham Suptingantam Padam. Unless we do that, I don't think we can get Nakar Lopaha. So now if we are going to get Anuvritti of Karmanaha in 3116 and 3117 also, probably we should keep that one. But let me Anuji has a question on that. Let's see. Yes, Anuji.
Satyaji, won't we get that by 1415? Do we need Suptingantam Padam for the Nakara Lopa?
14, you're talking about 1415?
No, 1415 Nakye.
Nashkya. That Nashkya is only a Niyama Sutram for Suptingantam Padam. So
we can use that?
Yeah, we'll use that. So see, the thing is that a Niyama Sutram is only limiting some other sutram. That's the only function of Niyama Sutram. So Niyama Sutram really, its only function is to exclude other things. It doesn't prescribe the Padasanya. It actually stops the Padasanya for something which is not in Nakarantam, if the Pratyakya follows. So the function of any Niyama Sutram is really not to prescribe something, but to limit something else. So yeah, even though we will use Nyakye, but Nyakye will only allow us to use Suptingantam Padam. It will not stop Suptingantam Padam in this case, because Ushman is ending in Nakaraha. So finally we have to use Suptingantam Padam only with the permission of Nyakye. You have to take permission of Nyakye because that's a limiting rule. So we have to check with the limiting rule. It's like a limiting valve, So we have to check with him. Can we pass Suptingantam Padam? We can. But ultimately, the limiting rule will only allow us to use Suptingantam Padam. So yes, 1414 Suptingantam Padam with the permission of 1415 will allow us to do that. But to do all that, first we need to have the sup in there, right? So unless you get the how will we use all of that anyway? So I think in the Ushman we do need the Supratyay, the to come in there. Otherwise we cannot use or Shas as the case may be. We can even use Shas, but it can be or Shas because if you take Bahuvachanam, either way. So, but in the Bhaimi Vyakya, he has made a specific point of not bringing the Sup in the next Sutram, which is fine because the next Sutram, if you look at that, in the next Sutram we have the Shabda, Vaira, Kalaha, Abhra, Kanva, Megha. Now these are all Adanta Shabda. So there's no need for 1, 4, 14, 15, which is fine. But and the same Anuvritti is coming of Karmana is coming there also. So bottom line is I think we do definitely need this to bring this Pratyaya or Shas in 3116. Without that we will not get the form Ushmayate. We will not get Ushmayate because this needs to use this 8 to 7. None of Prajapadikantasya. So we will not be able to do that until we get the Padasanya. Padasanya only has to be supting on the Padam with the permission of 1415. So yeah. So that's the only point. It's kind of a minor point, but yeah, do you agree with that?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, that's basically yes. So yes. So 1415 is only gives permission to use 1415 gives permission to use 1414. So. Okay, so that is my point. Anyway, so we will to be safe we will use the Shas because anyway this vritti says karmabhyam. So karmabhyam is in the vritti. So I think we can use Shas. In the case of Bashpa, it will not make any difference. In the case of Bashpa, there is no prayojanam for the Padasanya here. Even the Bashpa will get the Padasanya, but tadashritam karyam nasti. There is no karyam based on the Padasanya in this case. I think that is why in the Bhaimi Vyakya he has made the point that in the next sutram, Shabda, Vaira, Kalaha, Abhra, Kanva, Megha, you don't need the padasanya, any of those, but I think here we need it for the word ushmayate. So anyway, so 3116, you have to keep track of these different meanings, okay? That's one thing, that's why I'm doing it again today, is that we have this pratyaya kyang coming in a variety of meanings. So keep track of that. Because see, we start from back here, it says kartuh kyang salopascha. That was 3111. That was way back. So that's in the sense of someone who does like that. Like kako garudayate, you know. So it says, so here thus we have that, you know, vidvayate, vidvasyate. So someone behaves like something. Someone behaves like somebody. So that was like rajayate, pitriyate. That's all we did in tarunayate. That was 3111. So that's kartuh kyang salopascha. So the important thing to highlight here is that the same pratyaya kyang is coming in different meanings. Just have to be careful of what meaning are we trying to get. If you look at the form tarunayate, look at the form bashpayate, it's completely different meaning. Tarunayate means someone behaves like a young person. Bashpayate means someone is shedding tears. So it's not behaving like a tear. It could be bashpayate, but the meaning is, in at least by 3116, is that one who sheds tears. So now, and in 3117 we get another meaning, karane, one who does that. Now 3118 is, so see, look at the different meanings. One is kartuh kyang salopascha. Then so that's 3111, the same pratyaya kyang. Then comes the bhuvi, bhuvyachve lopascha. So in sense of to be, in the similar meaning as chvi, we did that last time. So that was coming in 3112. Then we got the this one we have not done, kashtaya karmane. It's another meaning. And then this one also we have not done. Romantis is, then comes this udvamane. Then comes karane. Then comes kartruvedanaya. So about 3, 4, 5, 6 different meanings are here. You just keep track of which ones these are. 3112 we did last time. We referred to 3112 last time, which was down here, which we use that to finally get our form dhumayate. So abhuta tadbhava vishayebhyo bhrishadibhyo bhavatyarthe. See, bhavati. So bhavatyarthe, when it becomes that, bhavatyarthe kyang syat. Okay. Now, all right, so let's just wrap up this section. So bashmo shmabhyam udvamane abhyam karmabhyam kyang syat. So I'll maybe highlight this one, karmabhyam. So bashpa or shas plus kyang by 3116. As usual, you get the sanadyanta dhatavaha dhatu sanya. Then supo dhatu pratipatikayoho supluk. Then anubandha lopaha lashakvatadyate halantyam. Then we get akrit sarvadhatakayor dhirgaha. One, I hope you remember the sutram 7425. This has also been covered in the daily examples, which I hope all of you are following. So if you want to look at, for example, if you look at 7425, if you want to get an example for that, just come to the website and look at 7425. I think you'll find some example for that. Akrit sarvadhatakayor dhirgaha, because we use the same sutram when we get the pratyayak. You'll probably find some example here. Akrit sarvadhatakayor, the CSS, vikriyante, and so on, you know. So like huyantam, some stuyate. If you go on the website, you'll find some examples to use 7425. Because the pratyaya there is yak, the pratyaya here is kyang. So bashpaya. Now we got the dhatu sanya, so we can bring vartamane lat, anubandha lopaha. Then this should be very common to you. Now anudata gnita atmane padam, pratyaya kyang is a gnit, ika varga panchama has a nit, panchavarna has a nit. Then we get kita atmane padanam tere, and then kartari shap, anubandha lopaha, lashakvatadite halantyam, and then ato gune bashpayate. These steps should be very straightforward for you now. If they are not, just go on the website and practice. There are many examples like this there. So, and now this is what I said, ushmanam udvamati, one who exudes like vapor, you know, or heat or vapor. That is, we will need, in this case, to use same thing, ushman plus the pratyam or shas. Then we'll get the same sutram, which is sanadyanta dhatavaha supo dhatu pradipatikayoho. But then pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam supting antam padam with the permission of nyashkye. Nyashkye says that Only nakarantam will get the padasanya when the pratyaya kya follows. In this case, we have kyang, so that's included in kya. So kya means kyang and kyach, so both of them are there. So we saw that sutram nashke 1415 we have seen. So if you look at it, we saw that sutram, that is a niyama sutram. That niyama sutram for 1414. So suptingantam padam, but nyashke says that you only a nakarantam will get the padasanya. Let's see, nyashke, we didn't see that. I think we have seen that. Nashke, I don't know what happened here. 1415, right? Okay. 1 second. Let me try again. 1415. Nyashke. Alright, here we go. Nyashke is there, so here. Spatmanaha kyach nyashke. Okay. So kyachi kyangi cha nantam eva padam nanyat. So that's what we saw that. Okay. Coming back to our example, so we will need this padasanya, so we can use nalopa prabhadikantasya, and then that nalopa becomes siddha. This is also niyama sutra, by the way. Just like 1415, 822 is a niyama. It's a good example to practice the niyama sutra. Because see, 1450 was a niyama sutram, we said only nantam will get the padasanya when kyach or kyang follows. So that allowed the use of 1414. This 822 is also niyama sutram. It says no lopaha supsarasanya tugvidishukriti nalopaha. That is limiting to 8 to 1. In this case, the 8 to 2 did not allow 8 to 1. It stopped 8 to 1. Nalopaha supsarasanya tugvidishukriti. It said that purvatra siddham will only be asiddham in these cases. Supvidi, swaravidi, sanya vidya, and tuk agamaha. So it limited that. So it stopped purvatra siddham. So we could make the nakaropaha done by 8 to 7 as siddha. So we got two examples here. So 1450 was the niyama sutram which gave permission 8 to 1. 8 to 1 did not allow 8 to 1 to make that nakar lopa siddha. It kept it siddha. It made it siddha, I should say. So then it allowed us to use 7425. We did this in the class in prior examples. This should be only revision for you. It becomes ushmayate. There's a vartikam here. Fena cheti vaktavyam. So fenam udvamati, one who's frothing. Foam is coming out, so that becomes fenayate. Someone exudes foam. Next sutram also we did in the class, Shabda Vaira Kalabra Kandva Megebhya Karane. Karanam is not the electritia, this is not like the instrumental case, but this is not the see, this karanam is the karaka, right? So karaka, all these karakas come in 1.4. So 1.4.23. See, all this section you should practice that. So karake, so bitryanam bhirhetu apadanam, so karanam, so there, karmana, so ipsatamam karma, there karta, sadhakatamam karma, which the doer uses to do the action. Which is the most useful for the doer to do the action. So that's not the meaning here. Here means karanam only means doing. So karana is not the technical karanam over here. So again, karmana is anuvritti is coming down. So ebhyaha means shabda vaira kalabra kanva meghebhyaha karmabhyaha karotyarthe. Karotyarthe kyang syat karotyarthe. So now we say shabdam karoti, one who makes noise. So making noise, that's not one making noise. Sabdam karoti, he, she, it makes noise. So shabdayate. Once the pratyakyang comes, it will be the same steps as tarunayate. The steps are the same, just have to watch the meaning in which it's coming, that's all. So shabdayate. Then comes the sudina durdina nihare bhyashchiti vartavyam vartikam. Sudinam karoti, sudinayate. Look at the book, what is given is that if you look at the book on this page, it says Sudinayate, Durdinayate. It's given the weather is fair, and Durdinayate, the weather is bad. I think what it is here is that, like we say, it is raining. We say Devo Varshati. Devo Varshati means God is raining. Indro Varshati. In English, we don't say Indra is raining. We say it's raining. So I think what's happening here is that the translation says the weather is fair. Sudinayate. It's a good day. Really, technically, what's meaning here is that Devo Sudinam Karoti, is that God's making a good day, because the meaning is karmabhyaha, right? So karotyarthe, so one who does that, so doing that, so he, she, it is doing that. Sudinayate means Sudinam Karoti Sudinayate. So I think we're saying it Devo Sudinam, so Devaha Sudinam Karoti Sudinayate. So God's making a good day. It means the weather is fair. That's what is coming. So that's like a little bit of a secondary meaning. I mean, an evolved meaning, but because the say Sudinam Karoti, Devaha Sudinam Karoti Sudinayate. Maybe I'll put in the bracket here. I think weather is fair is a good translation in English, but here we have to make it like that. So Devaha Indraha, something like that. Make it Sudinam Karoti Sudinayate. Say Durdinayate means Devaha Devo Durdinam Karoti Durdinayate. So God or Indra is making a bad day. Niharayate, so it's God's making a fog. Means it is foggy. Niharayate means it is foggy, but God's making a fog. Really, technically, what I have to make. So that was the Vartikam on this Sutram 3.1.17. Sudina Durdina Nihare Bhyashyati Vaktavyam. Any Vartikam, it has the same Vishaya as a Sutram. So Karotyarthe. So Karmana Anuvritti is coming. So Karmabhya Karoti. So this part you have to understand the Vartikam also. Karmabhya Karotyarthe Kyang Syat. So that's what we had. Now, by the way, there are the other words, Shabdam Vaira, like one who contracts hostility. Kalaha means one who, so quarreling. So Vairam Karoti means he quarrels. Kalaha is, Vairam Karoti means he makes enmity. She makes enmity. So Kalaha means someone makes a fight, quarrels. Abhra means makes, so Abhrayate. So Devaha Abhram Karoti. So he makes a cloud, or so you can make it like that. So you can make it even plural like that, or singular, whatever. It means that it is making cloudy. Kanva. I think Kanva is sin, I think, over here. Kanva. So Kanvayate. Let's see if Apte gives meaning of Kanva. I think Kanva is Papam Karoti. Kanvayate. Kanvayate is Papam Karoti. Let's see if we can get it. It's a strange meaning, Kanva. Not a very common one. I think in this Sutram, I believe Kanva means meaning. Let's see. Kanva. Intelligent praising. See, it's not the first meaning. Kanvaha. No. Intelligent, praising, fit to be praised. No. In fact, Apte doesn't even give that meaning. I think that's the meaning they give in this Sutram. This particular Sutram, it is Kanvayate. Let me see what Vasu is giving. Shri Isha Vasu. Let's see what he says. Kanvayate. Kanva. He makes a noise. Yeah. Kanva is to sin. Okay. So it means sin in this. This is a strange word in this Sutram. Because Apte doesn't even have that meaning over here. It says a peculiar class of evil spirits. Okay. No. I don't think it's given the meaning here. But here it means sin. Papam karoti. Kanvayate. And then Megha is same thing. So Meghan karoti. Meghayate. So it's cloudy. So God makes clouds. Now the last one we saw last time was Sukhadibhya Katrivedanaya. Is to experience happiness. This is a different meaning again. Kartuhu Vedanaya. To experience that. Somebody experience. So these are different meanings. So here we are talking about not to experience that emotion or the state of happiness, etc. So it's Katrivedanayam, this is Karane, this is Udvamane, and so on. So what does this mean? It says Katriti Pratak Padam Lupta Shashtikam. So this is a Lupta Shashtikam Padam. This really means Kartuhu. Should mean Shashti. I was taking this, Chandavat Sutrani Bhavanti. So this has taken the supluk irregularly. So Lupta Shashtikam. And then Vida Chetana Khyana Nivaseshu, Churadigana Dhatu. To this in, I think Vida, I think is in 5 different ganas. So we have in Gita and 2-3 ganas. We have, of course, Veti, Vindati, we have Vidyate, it's also in the 7th gana and the 10th gana. The 10th gana. Chauradika Yuchi. This Vedana Shabda, Jnanavachi, means to know, to understand, I think to experience, to feel happiness, to feel sorrow. Tadapeksham eva kartritvam. So this kartritvam, the sense of feeling, understanding, knowing, I think experiencing that. So the kartritvam in the sense of just experiencing that, not making happiness for somebody, but knowing happiness, experiencing, feeling happiness or whatever. Tadapeksham eva kartritvam. This is from Tattva Bodhini. This comment from this is in brackets from Tattva Bodhini. Tattva Bodhini is a great commentary Siddhanta Kaumudi. Siddhanta Kaumudi is our basic text. Tattva Bodhini is a very good commentary on that. A little bit difficult, but if you can, as I said, just like in Siddhanta Kaumudi, Tattva Bodhini, if you can give out small bits and pieces, of course in daily examples I try to give some bits and pieces from Tattva Bodhini, just to give you some confidence, just to give some small thing from Tattva Bodhini. Tattva Bodhini is a very good commentary. Recent commentary also. So this is from Tattva Bodhini. It says Kartacha Sukhadi Bhiranveti. It's not that difficult. Kartacha Sukhadi Bhiranveti. So it is a doer of these Sukha etc. means the experiencer of that. Sukhadibhyaha. This is a Vrittim Siddhanta Kaumudi. Sukhadibhyaha Karmabhyaha Vedanayam Arthe means knowing that, understanding that, feeling that, experiencing that. Kyang Sya, the same Pratyaya Kyang. Vedana kartur eva yadi sukhadini syuho. So that he should experience happiness for himself. You cannot say putrasya sukham, vedayate. You cannot say sukhayate. If he experiences the happiness or feels the happiness of his son, then you cannot, So sukham vedayate sukhayate. Sukhayate means somebody is happy, he himself is happy, experiences happiness. Katru gahanam kim. Parasya sukham vedayate. He feels somebody else's happiness or somebody else's sorrow, whatever. Then he says, then you cannot use sukhayate. Iha yannishtam sukham. The sukham is referring to some other person. Tad bhinno vedana karta. The experiencer, the feeler, the understander is not the same person. Tad bhinnaha. It's also Tattva Bodhini commentary. Tad bhinnaha vedana karta iti vakyam eva. Vakyam eva. Sukhadeha. What is Sukhadeha? Sukha, Dukkha, Tripra. That means satisfaction, contentment. Dhatu Tripra. Krichra means to feel anguish, difficulty, like to be troubled, to be uneasy. So Sukha, Dukkha, Tripra, Krichadeha. So these kinds of emotions. So can we see when you say Sukhadibhya, you can go to the Ganapatha and see what kind of meanings. But of course, all of these ganas can be extended a little bit. You can do some little bit of extension. So this is the meaning of kartuhu vedanaya. Somebody experiences that emotion himself. Okay, this is where we stopped last time. Now I just put a couple of more things over here just out of interest. It's not in the book, so a little bit extra for us. It's a very common word. It comes in Gita, Manmanabho madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. This line comes in Gita in two places. This line comes in Gita in two places. Manmanabho madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanaha. So that is last shloka of 9th chapter. Manmanabho madbhakto madhyajiman namaskuru. This namaskuru, this is a namadhatu, namaskuru. Mame vaishyasi satyante patijane priyosime. So that comes in chapter 18. But this part is repeated, This manmanabho madbhakto madhyajiman namaskuru mame vaishyasi. This part is repeated. In 1865, and I think 934 is the other place where it comes, that namaskuru, so that is the namadhatu, and we'll also look at in chapter 11. So this is not given in the book, but I thought I'll give it because it's in the Gita. So it's an interesting thing. And it says namaskritva. This is a bit of an ashaprayoga here, but namaskritva bhuja evaha krishnam sagad gadam bhita pranamya. So you have namaskuru in chapter 9, namaskuru in chapter 18, namaskritva you have in chapter 11. So that is this sutram here, which this is not in the book, as I said. I don't think it's in this chapter anyway. It says namasyati. So it says namo varivash chitranga kyach. Pratyanam is kyach. As I mentioned to you that this kyang went up to 3118, and then the kyach is coming now. So it says namas Varivas, and Chitrang. Chitrang. These three take the pratyaya kyach. So namas and varivas, these are this is an avyayam, avyaye. So says karane. Anurti of karane is coming there, right? Because we just saw the sutram shabda vairah kalabra megabhya karane. Says karane ityanuvrittehe. Karane is coming, means doing namaskaraha. Doing the word varivas. Varivas means to attend on, to serve, to do service, to do seva. Chitrang means to make it variegated, to make it to wonderful, astonishing also can be meaning. So we get the form namasyati, varivasyati, and see the chitrang has that nakara in there. So anudattagnyata atmane padam. Anudattagnyata atmane padam. So he says wonder. So he worshipped the gods, he honors, astonishes. Okay. He makes it wonderful. Chitrayate. Anyway, for the Gita, I want to look at this form. Namasyantaschama bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. So that comes in chapter 9, by the way. Chapter 9.14 I put here also. 9.14. 9.14. So you know what? I take it back. I made a mistake here. I'm sorry. No. Namaskuru is not over here. Namaskuru is going to come later on today. We don't have Namasya over there. I take it back. Take it back. Namaskuru is going to come down later on today in the class. When we are coming here, let me make the correction right now. Namas is going to come in this sutram. Uryadichvida chascha. It's going to be a gati samasa. It's now in the namadhatu. We do have this namadhatu in Gita, but not namaskuru. Namaskuru is not, because if you don't have the form namasya. So if you add a pratyaya kyach, you will get the form namasya. So I'll take it back. Namaskuru is not this form. Namaskuru is a gati samasaha. We see it in the next section on the gati samasa. Uryadi chvida chascha. That's Uryadi gana has namas in that. Okay. So let me go back to Gita. Gita ye namaha. Gita matre namaha. Let me do namaskar to Gita and go back there. So, okay. But we do have this form in Gita, which is this one. It's chapter 9. Namasyantaschamam bhaktya nityukta upasate. Satatam kirtayant namasyantaha. This is the pratyaya kyach, because namasyat pratipadikam. You form the noun dhatu namasya, add the pratyaya lat, then make the pratyaya shatru, the present participle, vartamani kritantaha, by 3 to 124. Let us shatrishana chava prathama samadhikarane. Let us shatrishana chava prathama samadhikarane become namasyat pratipadikam. So this is the pratyaya kyach. So next time you chant Gita, is make sure that it's not namaskuru, but namasyantaschama bhaktya. So this is a pratyaya kyach. Satatam kirtayanto maam nitantashdrvrataha. Namasyantaschama bhaktya nityayukta upasate. In namaskuru there's no kya over there. So this is one place in Gita. So sorry about that. And the other place, we also, I think, one more place in Gita we have. So namasyanta shama bhaktya nityayukta pasate. And then we have one more place in the Gita. Namasyan is chapter 11. In chapter 11. Chapter 11 we have number 36. Vitingantam padam. Chapter 11:36 we have. 11:36 in Gita, which is the Lakshansi bhitani disho dravanti. So sthane rishi kesha tava prakritya jagat prasarjate charsha. Sarve namasya siddha sangaha. Sarve namasyanti siddha sangaha. This is pratyakya also. Sarve namasyanti siddha sangaha. Namasyanti. Straightforward tingantam padam. Pratham purusha bhavachanam. Namasyanti chapter 11. Namasyantaha chapter 9. This is kyang. Pratyakya. I'm sorry. Okay, because look at the parasya padam. In both these cases, namasyanti is parasya padam. In namasyantaha chapter 9, pratyaya shatru. If you're the apanapadam, we get the pratyaya shanach. Shatru is parasya padam. Okay, so that's the correction. So namasyati, we have namasyati devan. So if when you have namas is an avyayam, there's no question of any sup over here, because the sup will take anyway. Avyadaf supaha. Sup look. So namas plus the pratyaya kyach. Adubandha lope ya. Now here again, as Anuji pointed out, this namas does not get the padasanya over here. Doesn't become namo yati, become namasyati, because this namas does not have a padasanya. So you don't get sasaji shoruhu and the hashicha and all, you don't get that. Because here this 1415 stopped 1414 because nyakye nantasya padasanya bhavati. So this is the important thing now. So here if you did not have 1415, you have a problem here. Because this namas will get the padasanya then. Because of, swadishusra namasthane. Padasanya, Swadishusra Namasthane Padasanya. So Suptingantam Padam, sorry, not Swadishusra, I take it back. It is 1414 because here we have the Namas is an avyayam. So we had the outsargikaha supratyaha, the default su had come and went away because of avyadapsupaha. So then it is subantam. So then we should normally have the padasanya of suptingantam padam. That is true. But then what happened is that 1415 is saying that you cannot have padasanya if it's not an akarantam. The pratyaya kya is falling, kyachar, kyang, then no padasanya. So suptingantam padam would have come. But 1415. So you don't get sasaju shoruho, you don't get dhyashicha, doesn't become namo yati, become namasyati. So the sakara stays sakara. Namasyati devan. What meaning is here is kriya visheshe pujayam paricharyayam ascharyecha. So this namas means pujayam. Namasyati devan. Namasyanti. Sarve namasya siddha sangaha comes in Gita. Sarve namasyanti siddha sangaha. So all these hosts of siddhas are worshipping you, saluting you. Chapter 11, chapter 9 also. Salute. So worshipping me. Namasyantaschamam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. So this is the pratyaya kyach in Gita for you. Now, so pujayati ityartaha means he worships the gods. So Gita 9:14, 11:36. Again, not namaskuru, but namasyantaha and namasyanti. Is parasya padam by sheshat kriti parasya padam. Now here's an interesting one which I put here in document, is again not in the book, so it's a little bit extra for us. Is varivasyati gurun. Varivas is also an avyam. It says sushrushate ityartaha. Means one who attends upon, serves the gurus. So to service, to attend upon the gurus is varivasyati gurun. Varivasya is this namadhatu. Varivasyati. Now if any of you chant the Shiva Mahimna Stotram, which you'll get maybe to chant when you come to the Shivaratri, maybe if you listen to that, or some people chant regularly. There's a form Varivasitari in that. Next time you listen to Shiva Mahimna Stotram, Varivasitari is Saptami Bhakti of Varivasitru. So Varivasitru. Now that is also this Namadhatu. In fact, the reason I took this example, because of course it's there in Shiva Mahimna Stotram, but I also want to bring the Sutram here, this one, which I didn't have a chance to do so far. So let's look at this form. First step is straightforward. Varivasya is straightforward form. Varivas plus pratyaya kyach. In this sutram, namo varivashchitrangaha kyach. So this is karane anuvritti kriya visheshe means paricharyayam, means to serve. So shushrushate ityartaha. So varivasya you form the namadhatu. This got the dhatu sanya, of course, by the Chanadyanta dhatavaha. Then what the pratyaya tricha, nul trichau, the agent of that, one who serves, one who attends, one who serves somebody. So when you pratyaya tricha, of course, anubandha lopaha, chaka is a nit. Then we get the, this is anekash dhatuho, so there's nothing to stop the idagamaha. So you get ardhadhatika state valadehe, so varivasya itra. Now comes this rule which we should know. This rule I have not used in the class before. That's why I wanted to take this example. Remember our adhikara of ardhadhatuke, which comes in 6.4. So 6.4.46 starts ardhadhatuke. Then we have used from atolopa many times. Atolopa. Simple vritti atolopa ardhadhatuke. If you have adantamangam, followed by pratyaya which is sanya of ardhadhatukam, we get atolopa. Adantasyangasya lopasyat alontyasya. Now, so atolopa should be well known to us. We have used it many times. Right next to atolopaha, anantaram sutram, yasya halaha, yasya halaha. Much less common atolopa, but you can remember that in conjunction with atolopaha, you can remember yasya halaha. Yes, what does sutram say? Yasya halaha says that yasya iti sanghat grahanam. So Sangata means the ya, the yakara, akara sahita yakara. So ya shabda, not just the yakara, but akara sahita yakara. So ya shabda, yes it is Sangata grahanam, means the yakara, akara together. Halaf parasya, if that ya follows a hal, ya shabdasya, lopa lopaha ardhatuke. So here we have varivasya plus itru. So if we have this ya, is following the sakaraha. So of course sakara is an hal. So halaf parasya ya shabdasya. Lopaha ardhatuke. Of course the trish pratyaya sanya of ardhatukam because of ardhatukam sheshaha. It is dhatu iti vihitaha. It's not ting or shit. Sanya of ardhatukam. So now what happens there? We get varivas and adef parasya. Adef parasya. Adef parasya. So only the yakara takes lopaha. So only adef parasya. So halaf parasya means, so remember when you talk of any adesha, you should think of this sutra chatushtayam. Sutra chatushtayam. Sutra chatushtayam, which is the alontyasya, nitya, adef parasya, anekashi sarvasya. That is sutra chatushtayam. In that we got adef parasya. So which pancham is being used here, which is halaf parasya, ya shabdasya. So only yakara will take lopaha. So we get varivas and then we can use ato lopaha. Ardhatuke become varivasitru. And that has been used in Shiva Mahimna Stotram, varivasitari, a saptam ekavachanam of that Shiva Mahimna Stotram. Anyway, this is not in the book. It's not a very common word. But since we use this sutram anyway right now, we're using this for the Gita. We did this one, Namo Varivaschitrangahtyach. So I thought we would give that another thing. So Namasyantaha, Namasyanti is in Gita. And Varivasitru, Varivasitari, Saptam Ekavachanam. Of course, there we have used the sutram, Ritoni Sarvanamastana Yoho, the Gunadesha. So this, if this is not familiar to you, practice on the website 731110. So Varivasitri is Saptami of Varivasitru. So that is being used from Stotram. So means like Sevitru, Sevitari. So Sevitru is one who serves. So that is the meaning here. So Varivasyati means Shushrushate. So this means one who serves. So if you any chant Chaisimavana Stotram, remember that. Or if you chant Gita, if you think of Namasyanti, think of Varivasitru also, Varivasyati also, Varivasyati. Okay, so that was just some extra for this class. The sutram here again is Yasya Halaha. If you think of Ato Lopaha, below that come yes. This is not a very common sutra. But Ato Hala is very common. This is one more trick that you can do in the Ashtadhyayi. If you know a very common sutram like Ato Lopaha, on the strength of that, Tadashrayana, so we can remember Yasya Halaha. So you know one main sutram, you can look around that and just say Hala, you can remember that after, because here after Yasya Halaha, we use Ato Lopa anyway. So Ato Lopa was used after Yasya Hala anyway. So we used this one here, C448. Okay. Alright, so that completes this section of Namadhatavaha. Let's go to the next section. So next section what we have in the book is, he has given this Taditanta, Tadita Pratyaha Chvi. The reason that he has done that is that because we are going to go to Gati Samasa now. That's coming the next part. But the reason he introduced the Pratyaya Chvi over here is because the Chvyantam is going to get the Gati Sanya. So we will see later on today, I think most likely, is the sutram which is 1-4. First of all, let's back up for 1 second. We have studied the sutram Pragrishvara Nipataha in the daily examples. We also studied Chadayo Sattve. These are all the Nipatas, And then Paradayaha has been studied in the daily examples. Upasarga Kriya Yoga. So this one we know also. It's also like a Chatushtayam, Sutra Chatushtayam. Sutra Chatushtayam. So this you got. Then Gatishcha. So these Upasargaha, which are the Pradaya Kriya Yoga, they also get the Gati Sanya. Then why have the second Sanya here? Ditiyayaha Sanyayaha Kim Projanam. Because Upasarga Sanya we already had. Because Gati open up a bigger bracket, a bigger umbrella. So Gati is not only the Pradaya Kriya Yoga, it includes a number of things from which is going to be the next topic. 1461 to 1479. And once you get the Gati Sanya, of course, we can form a Samasa, Tatpurusha, Vishesha Tatpurusha Samasaha, Vishesha Tatpurusha Samasaha, Vekugati Pradayaha. Now, in that Gati Sanya, there is this very first sutram is the Uryadi Chvidachascha. Uryadi Chvidachascha. The Uryadi Ganaha. And then Chvi and Dach are the Tadit Pratyayau. Tadita Pratyayau. So for that, we need to know what is Chvi. Before we can use Uryadi Chvidachascha, we need to know what is this Pratyaya Chvi. Kasmin Arte Prayuktaha. And what meaning does it come? Once we get that, then we're going to use this Uryadi Chvidachascha. We're going to get the Gati Sanya, and then we're going to form this Gati Samasas, or as the case may be. So we are already familiar with Upasarga Sanya, Pradaya, Kriya Yoga. You can think the Gatis are like Upasargas. They're kind of like that. They're not like that because they're not Pradis. Gati Sanya, the Upasarga Sanya is reserved only for the Pradaya, Kriya Yoga. Nothing else can get Upasarga Sanya. Upasarga Sanya only Pradaya, only Kriya Yoga. But these Gatis behave like Upasargas. Upasargas are very common to us, very well known to us. So based on that, we can think of the Gatis like Upasargas. They are, but they are not. But they behave like them, which is, we are familiar with the Upasarga. Okay, so let's see what is this Chvi Pratyaya. The suffix Chvi, first of all, in the Chvi, we get Sarvapahar Lopaha, just like Pratyaya Quip, or the Pratyaya, Quin. So this Chvi also gets a Sarvapahar Lopaha, means everything is gone, only zero. Only zero remains behind. Because of the fact, Chutu, the Pratyayadi Chavarga, because we cannot use Lashakvatadite. This Pratyaya Chvi is going to come by 5450. Remember that Tadita starts from 4176 to the end of the 5th chapter. So this Chvi is the Tadita Pratyaya. So anyway, this is not Lashaku anyway, but we cannot even use it because this Atadite, this is Tadita Pratyaya. But Chutu can be used. Chutu can be used, so this Chavarga, Chakara Vikrit Sanya, then we get Upadesh Arjunanasika It, then we get Virapuktasya. So that Vakara of V, Apruktaha, Aprukta Ekar Pratyaha. So that also takes Lopaha, Sarvapahar Lopaha. But then what happens is though that even though it becomes a zero, it creates a Chviyantam. And that is now, can I say, that is now going to get the Gati Sanya. That can be now used in conjunction with Kru, Bhu and As. So the Chvi is basically a zero. By Chutu, Pudeshajananasika It, and Virapuktasya, 6167. The suffix is attached to a nominal stem because of the adhikar of Nya Pratipadikat. Nya Pratipadikat. So we're a little bit shifting gears because we're just talking about this Namadhatava, which is correct. There's also, we had a Pratipadikam or Subantam. And now, but we are close to the Dhatu Adhikara over there. We're close to that. Now we are jumping all the way to 5450. So we are going across this adhikara of Nya Pratipadikat. And so just, and we're also going up the adhikara of Taditaha, which starts 4176. So until the nominal stem, in conjunction with Kru, Bhu, As, that's going to come in the sutram itself, you convey the idea that the subject or the object, this or the object really is not, I will come to this in a second, just keep subject for time being, becomes what is denoted by the nominal stem. Okay, this is a very cryptic sutram of Panini. Let's go to our document, see what it says. It says, Abhuta tadbhave krubhasti yoge sampadya kartari chvihi. Very strange. I must tell you, right, warn you right now. It's a bit of a strange sutram it is. Well, let's think one strange thing is that the Abhuta tadbhave in the Mahabhashyam is really a Vartikam. It's not part of the sutram at all. But this Vrittikaraha, Kashika Kara has put inside there, because if you look at the Mahabhashyam, only says Krubhasti Yoge Sampadya Kartari Chvihi. And then Vartikam number 1 in the Mahabhashyam is Chvi Vidhau Abhuta Tadbhava Grahanam. But Vrittikarena Sutreva Nikshiptam. It has been put in sutram by the Vrittikaraha. So this part is really a Vartikam. But anyway, this is where the Patabhedas come in Ashtadhyaya, So if you put that, it's really part of the Vartikam, but it's coming over here. In fact, even in the Siddhanta Kaumadi, he has put Krubhasti Yoge Sampadikatri Chvihi, put the Vartikam Abhuta Tadbhave iti Vaktavyam. And then it is Okay, so that is the one problem here, but that's one problem. Second is that this term sampadya kartari is a strange term. Of course, it's saptami ekavachanam, saptam of sampadya kartru. The sampadya looks like a potential participle, but here it is used in the sense of you can either take sampadyaha as this sampadya kartru can be taken as a karmadharya compound, also taken as shashti tatpurusha compound. You can take sampadya as sampadanam, means to accomplish something, to accomplish that, or we can take sampadyaha as the sampadana karta already. So sampadyaha can be take one who accomplishes directly, or one who makes a change, transformation. We can take sampad. If you take that way, it becomes karmadharya. Sampadyascha asau karta. So he is a karta who is a sampadya karta. It's one who is accomplishing something. And then if you take it sampadya as sampadanam, it becomes shashti tatpurushaha, sampadanasya karta. Sampadyasya karta, sampadanasya karta. So the maker of the transformation is the maker of the transformation. That will be shashti tatpurusha. Because anyway it says nipatanam, this word is irregular, sampadya being used in the sutram like that, in this meaning of sampadanam, or the one who makes a transformation, either way it's karta. So in that meaning, that's why I said karta in the book right now. Let's leave the object out of it. We'll come back to that. Why says object, we'll come back to that. But he says sampadya kartari. Now krubvasti yoge. That's kind of straightforward. The chvi can only be used on the condition that the dhatu kru, bhu or as is going to be being used after that. Only on that condition chvi can be used. So chvi can only be used if the term being created is going to be used with the dhatu kru, bhu or as. So that krubvasti yoge. That's the sutra itself. So krubvasti yoga is straightforward. Chvi is straightforward. Okay, let's look at this one. Abhuta tadbhave. Abhuta tadbhave. Actually, in this sutram, this book of Vasu, he has given a good translation. Let me just read that out to you, just to give you a brief idea of this. Means abhuta, that which was not that is becoming that. Something which was not that is becoming that. So that's same very thing which was not that is now becoming that, or being made that. Something which was not that is being made that. For example, if you go right down here, it says Brahmi bhavati. Someone who was not Brahma is now becoming Brahma. The same very thing or person is being transformed, is transforming to Brahma. So that is the same thing, that like the cause is becoming the effect. Something is transforming to something else, which was there before, but it didn't have that state, is transforming to a new state. Like Krishni bhavati. Something which was not black is now becoming black. So let me just read you from this. He's given a good, I like this given by this Vasu. So it says, let me see. Okay. So it says that the affix chvi comes after a word when the agent has attained to the new state expressed by the word. So the new state is, in this case, becoming black. So black is the new state. He was not black before. Now is becoming black. If you look at the vritti here, vikara shabda swarte chirva. Of course, means pakshe vakyam. You can have vakyam also, but vikara shabdat swarte chirva. So that vikara which is taking place, the new state, that will take the pratyachvi, not the old state. The vikara shabdat swarte chvi. It's important. Something was not clear becomes so spashti karoti. She makes something clear. So something which was not clear being made clear. So that now that clear is the new state. So the new state takes the pratyachvi. Let me continue from here. It says when the agent has attained to the same thing, that agent, he transforms himself to a new state. The agent has attained to the new state expressed by the word, what the thing previously was not. So that is abhuta tadbhave. And when the verb kru, bhu or as are conjoined with it, The words abhuta tadbhave are not in the words of Panini, but the words of the Vartikakara, Katyana. And but the author of the Kashika has put them in the Sutra. So when something or somebody has become that which is expressed by the stem, so that's the new state, he has become that now, then the suffix chvi is added. So when the cause of a thing arises at the state of being that very thing so produced, so something literally transformed itself to a new state, is said to be abhuta tadbhavaha, the state of that what it was not. So the agent of the action attaining is called a sampadhyakarta. Sampadhyakarta, and you give the example, we took the examples. Now then we say, why do we say becoming that which was not? So what's the purpose of abhuta tadbhave? It says, because in the form shuklam karoti, makes white. It doesn't say something which was not white transforming to white. He does not say that. So he says that he makes white. Here the thing that has been made white is not expressed. There's no affixes taken. Actually, I like the Mahabhashyam example. In the Mahabhashyam, he gives the example in the same Vartikam, says, abhuta tadbhava grahane, he says, ihamabhut, sampadhyante yavaha. So barley is being produced, or barley is produced, or barley is coming into being. Sampadhyante shalayaha, like rice. So now here it's not like there was something which was not barley became barley. It's not happening like that. This barley is coming into being. It's not that there was one thing which was not barley transformed into barley. It's not happening like that. So there has to be something which is the same person or item which is now kind of changing state to become a new. That same thing becomes something new. So that is something, a new state of the same thing. So we continue Vastu. Now, okay, that is the abhuta tadbhave. Now, sampadhyakatri, why do we need this thing? What is the function of this thing? So why do we say when, okay, then he makes up the point, why do we say kuru bhu us only? Ashuklaha shuklo jayate. If you use the dhatu jan become jayate, we cannot use this pratyaya. Okay, that is fine. Then he says, why do we have the word sampadhyakartari? The agent that has attained. For even without this term, the word bhuta tadbhava, becoming what the thing was not, would imply that the attainment was of the agent. He said, no. The use of sampadhyakartari shows that the attainment spoken here should be of the agent and not any other karaka. For example, adeva gruhe deva gruhe bhavati. So there was a tree or some item which was not in the temple. Now it is in the temple. So yes, something which was not in the temple is now in the temple. But that's not, this is Saptami, Adhikarane. That will not qualify for this. Yes, something which was not is now there, but it is not the agent. It's not the agent of transformation. It says, becoming in the temple what was not before in the temple, such as the tree or etc. Here the karaka is locative and not the agent. And becoming of what thing previously not refers to location and not to agency. So no affixes are. So anyway, this is the gist of this sutram. I mean the examples are easy, but so there are 2-3 things over here. Pratyaya is chvihi, that is a 0. It has to be krubvasti yoge, the second condition. Third thing is abhuta tadbhave. Something has to transform itself kind of into something new. It's a new state. The vikara shabdat swarthe chvihi. That will take chvi, not the old state. And then it should be sampadhyakatari. So in the agent, so transforming to that or making that transformation, not in any other karaka. That is a sampadhyakatari. So examples are not that. So let's do an example. We got some practice here. Yes. Yes.
Somewhere along the way we discussed Shuklikaranam, Spashtikaranam.
Yes. All is the same. All the same only, yes. They're all of these the same. Shuklikaranam, Spashtikaranam. Let's look at some examples. So Spashtikaranam means making clear. Shuklikaranam means making white, and so on like that. So now before we want to take this example, Akrishnaha Krishna Sampadhyate Tam Karoti. Now it says that something which was not black is transforming to black. and then one who does that. So making that transformation, Krishni karoti. So that when you use the dhatu kru, means making that transformation. That's why in the book he has given the kru bhuvanas, he said the subject or the object. I think the reason I put that is because subject, when you use bhu or us, something becomes that, like the sub. Even the sutram says kartari only. Kartari means something transforms to that. But then when you use dhatu kru with that, you say like spashti karoti. So someone makes so something which was not clear is becoming clear, and then making that, doing that. So that is how I think it gets this or the object. That is because of this dhatu kru giving that meaning like that. Sutram only has sampadya kartari, only it has. Something has to transform itself, but then making that. So that's all. That's why I say it's or the object, because the kru is put, I think he's put in the book like that. So let's look at the example. Akrishna Krishna sampadyate tam karoti. Something which was not black is transformed into black, and somebody is making that transformation. So Krishni karoti. Now we need here, we take this one sutram. This is the Anga Karyam, straightforward. Asya chvau avarnantasya avarnasya itsyachvau. If you have an angam ending in the avarnaha, something which is ending in the avarnaha, means rasva akaraha for dirgha akaraha, then choparataha it adesho bhavati. So it is the ikara adesha taparastat kalasya. So then he says where lope chyantatvad avyatvam. So now when we get the everything goes the way. Let's look at the example. Krishna chvi, because the kru has come over here, we have to make it because that kru is the object of kru, it has become now. Krishna plus chvi by amutatatbhave krubhasti yoge sampadikatri chvihi. Any new sutram, repeat it as many times as you can. Amutatatbhave krubhasti yoge sampadikatri chvihi. It becomes Krishna chvi by the Krutritha Samasascha Supo Dhatu Prajvedikayoho Supluk. This is the Tadita Pratyaha. And then Krishna Karoti by Upadesha Jananasika. It is the wrong number here. It should be Chutu. Chutu, the Chakara. And then Virapuktasya, 167. Then Krishni Karoti. Now, so we have Avarnantam Angam, which is Krishna, followed by chi, because pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam is only a lopa. This is not a luk shlu lup, because nalumata angasya only says you cannot do anga karyam. The pratyaya takes luk shlu lup, which is over here nalumata angasya, but this is only a lopa. So therefore we can use pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam. Sorry. Pratyaya lakshanam, and then we'll use that because we need asya chvau. So pratyaya chvi is still following. We can do the anga karyam based on by pratyaya lakshanam. So because this is not a lukshlu lup, it's only lopaha. So this avarnasya sthane ikaradesha krishni karoti. Now because it's chyantam, see chyantatvad avyatvam. What does that mean? It's because, as I mentioned to you, we're going to see the sutram uryadi chvidachascha, which is going to be 1461. So this is in this section of pragrishwaran nipataha. So chyantam gets the nipata sanya, because pragrishwaran nipataha. Then of course sutram swarad nipatam avyayam. So you get the avyaya sanya. So then this becomes an avyayam. So we say this taditantam, which is an avyayam. So then you can bring the ausargikaha supratyaha and do avyadaf supaha. So it's an avyam. So Krishni is an avyam. Now one thing to watch out is that this is not a samasaha. For the very simple reason that tingantam na samasyate. Tingantam does not compound. Well, there are some rare exceptions, but for this class at least, tingantam na samasyate, it doesn't compound. So this is not a compound. Only thing we are going to see today is that when you get the uryadi chvidachascha, you're going to get the Gati Sanya. So we will not be using Kugati Pradeha because we're Tingantam Padam. So because Sutra Muni says Krubvasti Yoge 5450, didn't say should be Tingantam, Krudantam, didn't say anything like that. As long as Krubhu As is there, Chvi can be used. But then if you're using Tingantam Padam, we cannot use Kugati Pradeha. That will be required Subantam. Supa is coming over there. So now but what we can use is Te Prag Dhatoho. Is that Te Prag, all these Gati Sanyakas and Upasarga Sanyakas, they go before the Dhatu. So that will put the Krishni before Karoti. So we'll get the Gati Sanya. We'll not have a Samasaha. But Te Prag Dhatoho means all of these Upasargas and Gati Sanyakas, they will all go before the Dhatu. Te Prag Dhato. It's not a but if you make Krishni Kritaha, Krishni Bhutaha, Krishni Kritva, so it's Krishni Kritya, I'm sorry, Krishni Kritya, all of these, they'll be samasas, they'll be compounds. Krishni Karanam, all be samasas. So Gati Upasarga Sanyakaha Dhato Prak Prayoktavyaha. Okay, now, so this says Krishni Gati Sanya by Uryadi Chvidachascha, Ete Kriya Yogi, Kriya Yogi, Gati Sanya Sriho. Upasarga Kriya Yogi, then we had Gatischa. Uryadi Chvidachascha. So you get the Gati Sanya Kriya Yoge. It gets the Avya Sanya because we are in the Pragvishwaran Nipataha, Suradi Nipatam Avyayam, so it's the Avya Sanya. So then because of we can bring in the default pratyaya Su and then do Avya Apsupaha Sup look so Krishni Karoti. So Te Prag Dhatoho, Ishchyantam, the Gati Sanyakas, Upasargas are used before the Dhatu. Te Gati Upasarga Sanyaha Dhatoho Prageva Prayoktavyaha. It's not a compound. Tingantam Samasyate. Okay, so let's review one more time. This is an important sutram. Is used many times in many places. So Abhuta Tadbhave, something which was not that is transformed into that. It's like the cause becoming the effect. Krubvasti Yoge, it has to be Krubhu or As. Sampadyakartari, it should be in the sense of agent, not like something which was not in the temple is now in the temple. That not in the temple is fine, but that's not the agent transforming himself. And the Anurti is Vikaratmatam Prapnavatyam Prakritav. So something, Prakriti, which was like the cause or the natural state or the prior state, Vikaratmatam Prapnavatyam. It is now transformed to a new state. Vartamanas from such a Prakriti, but Vikara Shabdat, Swarte Chvirva Syat. Va means Pakshe Vakyam. Karoti Adivir Yoge. So that's why you got Krishni Karoti. Now we look at this Brahmi Bhavati and now Gangi Syat is the same sense, but it is Ganga. Something which was not Ganga became Ganga. So now I guess something which was not water of the Ganga, something became water of the Ganga. So Gangi Syat. So it would become Ganga. Now here because we have Asya Chvau, it is Avarnanta. So it includes the long also. So same, it will be the same steps as this one. So in fact, instead of getting get the pratyaya Su, because this dhatu As is being used. Only when Kru is used, you're going to get the pratyaya, the Dvitiya karma. Otherwise, here you're going to get the so Ganga plus Su plus Chvi, and it goes the same way. So Gangi Syat. The Brahmi Bhavati, let's see. I think I put that in a document down here. I didn't put, okay, we'll do in the class. Okay, we'll do that one. Brahmi Bhavati. Maybe we'll pick some in the class. Okay, let's finish this one now. The next one I've used is this in the book, I think is given, is Alugho Laghu Sampadyamano Bhavati. So something which was not light or easy is transforming into something which is light or maybe trivial also or easy. So Alagho Laghu Sampadyamano Bhavati means it's transforming itself, is becoming transformed into light or easy. So the same prakriya, in this case we use a pratyaya Su, dhatu Bhu is being used, and pratyaya Chvi, Abhuta Tadbhave, Krubvasti Yoge, Sampadyakartri Chvi. So that is this Sutram 5450 which you just saw. And then here what we need to use, this is Sutram of Nagaraji Sutram, because one time this Sutram I forgot in the class, Raghuvamsham class, I forgot the sutra one time. The Chvaucha. I won't forget it now, I don't think. Thanks to him. So we have seen the sutram, which is the Akrit Sarvadhatukayo Dirgha. We have seen the sutram. Again, this is again the same technique. We can use 7425, which you know very well. Akrit Sarvadhatukayo Dirgha. Anantaram sutram is Chvaucha, because Chvaucha is not so common as opposed to the Akrit Sarvadhatukayo Dirgha. Because anytime you have Yakara di Pratyaya, it doesn't have the sanya of Krit Sarvadhatukam, then the Ajantasya Angasya Dirgha Adesha Bhavati. That is used very commonly, like Stuyate, Chiyate, very commonly used. In fact, we just saw it, Tarunayate, all that. This Chvaucha is not very common, but you can remember that between the Akrit Sarvadhatukayo Dirgha and Ring Rataha and Ring Shag Lingshu, between this is Chvaucha. So even when Chvi follows, so this is interesting because we have a Chvaucha over here, because Pani wanted to use Anuvritti, wanted to use the Dirgha coming down here. And then again Asya Chvau. So Chvau coming to this. Normally Pani would economize on this. Normally Pani would try to economize on this. He would not repeat Chvau like that. But he needs, unfortunately right now, the Anuvritti of Dirgha he needs, Ajantasya Dirgha Adesha. He also needs the Anuvritti of E he needs also. So this is a strange situation where Panini could not avoid the Chvau coming twice. Within a gap of 5 sutras he has to use Chvau twice. That's the interesting thing. So Chvaucha comes here, and Asya Chvau again he says Asya Chvau. So he couldn't avoid this Chvau coming in twice. Anyway, so Chvaucha says Chvau pare Purvasya Dirgha Syat. Dirgha means has to be Ach only. Hal doesn't have Dirgha Rasva Vedaha. So Chvau pare Purvasya Dirgha Syat. Alaghu Laghu Sampadyamana Bhavati. Bhutatad Bhave Krubvasti Yoge Sampadhyakatri Chvehi. So again we get the Krudjita Samasascha Taditanta gets the Pradipadika Sanya, Supodhatu Pradipadika Yoho. So now we've seen all three varieties now. You got the Krit, Tadita, Samasa. So we saw all of these get the Pradipadika Sanya. Then we get, of course, it's again wrong number here, should be 137. For the Arjuna Nasika Chutu and Verapuktasya and becomes Laghu. This is the 7426 Chvaucha. Laghu. Dirgha Adesha. And then Laghu gets Gatisanya, Uryadi Chvidachascha, obvious Sanya, Pragrishra Nipataha, Sudhara Nipatam Avyayam, this is Adhikara of Pragrishra Nipataha. And then we can bring in the Ausargikaha Supratyaha, then do Avyadap Supa, same as before. Then Laghu Bhavati Te Pragdhatoho. It's not a compound, but if you say Laghu Bhutam, something which has become light, that will be a samasa. So Laghu Kritam, something which is made light. Those will be samasas by Kugati Pradeyaha. But this one is not a samasa. Similarly, you can use, see once you know the Sutram 5450, Angakaryam is not difficult, Sukaram Angakaryam. You only have Asya Chvau and Chvaucha. Asya Chvau. If you remember this Chvau, you can even search the Ashtadhyaya for Chvau. You can find these two rules. Or if you remember this Sutram, which is Akrit Sarvadhatukayo Dirgha, below that comes Chvaucha. Then also we can remember. Now, in fact, we also use this Pratyaya Kechicha we use, right? Like Putriyati, all that we saw. Atmanaha Putram Ichati Putriyati. So that is, we saw Kechicha. We used this Sutram Kechicha. Where I think 2 classes back we used. So that also, the Anuvritti of that E was coming down. The very beginning, when we started this section of Namadhatavaha, we had Putriyati and all that. We said Atmana Putram Ichati. So Yasi Kamyacha. So we had way back. So here Putriyati. Where we used this one 7433 Kechicha. So that is coming right after Asya Chvau Kechicha. We have used that already. Okay, let's finish one last one. Then let me try. Maybe I can give. Okay, let's finish this next one, which I think what I have given here is what do I have? Aneta neta sampadyamana bhavati. Someone, the same person. That's the critical thing, is that same thing is to transform, has to be transformed. So aneta neta sampadyamana bhavati. The same person was there as before, except now he's a leader, that's all. So aneta neta sampadyamano bhavati. The same person is now a leader. So he's like almost like, he just like the same thing is appearing as something else, becoming something else. So netru plus su plus chvi, dhatu bhu has been used. Repeat the sutra many times. Abhuta tadbhave krubhasti yoge sampadyakartri chvi. Same thing here. Samasascha supo dhatu pradikayoho, and then we get the sarvapahara lopaha. Again, wrong number here. Upadeshana nasikrit chutu, and then virapuktasya, and then ring rataha. We also ring rataha. We already seen that ring rataha is that the same conditions. We had ring rataha, which is next sutram, which is 7.4.27 now, ring rataha, which is so rikarantasyangasya akrudyakare. So we can take this one, akrudyakare, asarvadhikayakare, but chaucha. That's why see Pani wanted to stick that chaucha in that, because he wanted to use avritti of chau also to ring rataha. So not only did Pani need this dirgha from back here, but he wanted to use anuvritti of chaucha to go into ring rataha. So he wanted to use that also. So he needed this. No choice but to stick chaucha in between there. So unfortunately he had to use chau again down here also. So that's what he says. So akrudyakare asarvadhike yakare chaucha rudantangasya ringadesha. Yeah, so so we had the form netriyati. Atmanha netara michati netriyati. We had that right before. So when we use the pratyaya kyach, supatmana kyach. So same thing here. I mean angakari is the same. So netri is a chyantam, and that gets the gatisanya, uryadi chidachascha, gets the avyasanya, nipatasanya by pragishura nipataha adhikaraha, suradi nipatam avyasanya. Netri bhavati, netri bhutaha. So something, and you put the comment here. The participle, if you use a krudantam, like if you use kru bhu of us, then we can form a samasa, because this becomes a pratipadikam. So we can use kukati paradeyaha, and then we can use that. So gatishcha kukati paradeyaha. We can use spashtikrutam, spashtikritya, swikrutam. How about that? Swikrutam, very common. Something which was not yours, you make it yours. The same item, let's say a book or something which was not yours, you make it yours. So swikaranam, swikrutam. But if you say swikaroti, then that will become not a compound. Okay, left form out. Let me see. Let me get Anuji for some fun over here. Let's see. Anuji, you there?
Yes, that is it.
Let us try this form, which I left. I forgot to put in document. I put the example here. Last one, Brahmi bhavati. So Brahmi bhavati. Let's copy something down here. Let's take this one. Let's try this one. Okay. So Brahmi bhavati. Let's see how far we can go. We can Brahmi bhavati. So let's take here. Maybe I'll put it over here. Okay. So Abrahma, so this is Pradipikam, Brahman Pratipadikam. So let's put it like that. Let's say Abrahma, Brahma Sampadyamana Bhavati. Something which was the same person or thing was not Brahma, became Brahma. So Brahma Sampadyamana Bhavati. Okay, so we'll put Brahma over here. So the new state is Brahma. So Pradipikam will be Brahman. Brahman will be Pratipadikam. Brahman. So
Plus Su.
Brahman plus Su. And then plus Chvi. Okay, then this step will be the same. Step will be the same. So become Brahman plus Chvi. Now we need to. This step also will be the same, because we'll use the Sarvapahar Lopaha. We got that. Now what's the next step you want to use here? I want to get Nakar Lopaha.
Yeah.
So now what would be your step?
Would be 1,4,14 and 1,4,15.
No, 1,4,15 is only K. We cannot. No, 1,4,15 is.
Oh yeah, correct. We
So
won't need
okay.
that. Yes.
So then so Brahmi bhavati. Now,
You can
so now,
do 8 to 7, right?
yes, we can use that because we have the okay. Now, how about the nastadhite? What happened to that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that going to bother us or no? Nastadhite.
Yeah, that can be used, right?
And that will be a problem for us. Nastadhite will create a, look at nastadhite, is something which has, no, you cannot use that. I'm sorry, take it back. Okay, I'm confusing for no reason. Okay, let's go to nastadhite. What nastadhite say? That was kind of sticking in my head, So that is not, we cannot use that. Because, in fact, we don't want to use that. Nastadhite says if you angam as the bhasanya.
Bhasanya, yeah.
Yachibham. We don't have
Yeah.
that. We don't have this yakara aja. We had sarvapa lopa, we have zero there. So then only because that's a problem. Because we do have tadita pratyaya chui following. We have a nakarantam angam also we have. We don't have the bhasanya. So we cannot use that. So okay, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about nastadita. Thank God for that. So then now we can use pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam along with the no lopaha prabhadikantas. How about that? We can use that, right? So let's put the numbers. I'm sorry, so we can get to that. So we're going to put like this over here. We'll put pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam and then no lopaha prabhadikantasya.
8 to 7.
Now, how can I get brahmi? I finally want to get brahmi. So I want to get brahmi after that. So I want to use chvaucha. Sorry, asya chva, excuse me. Asya chva, not chva. Chva will make dirgha adesha. Sorry. Asya chva, I'm sorry. I need you for this. So, asya chva. So 7, 4, 32. Asya chva. But then, nakar lopa done by 8 to 7 should be asiddha for this now. So then how we need akarantamangam, avarnantamangam. So how can we use asya chva? Because nakar lopa was done by 8 to 7. To use asya chva, we have to make sure that asya chva can see an avarnantam angam. So nakar lopa should be made siddha by that. And which sutram is that? We just saw that today, right? Which one is that?
8 to 2.
8 to 2, yes, we need that. So 8 to 2, we'll make nakar lopa siddha. Because nakar lopa is asiddha only sup, swara, sanya, tuk, buddhishukriti.
Tuk.
Yeah, so tuk is not here, it's not sup vidhi. Swara is, Vedic swara, and sanya also is not there. So yes, so that's how it becomes. It becomes brahmi, then brahmi bhavati as before. Thank you. So one more time. Abrahma brahma sampadyamana bhavati. This is prathama ekvachanam. Something which is not brahma becomes transformed to brahma. So brahman plus su plus chvi bhutatat bhave krub vasti yoge sampadikatri chvi. And then kutrita samasa ashcha pradipadika sanya supodhatu pradipadikayoho supluk sarvapahar lopaha upadeshana nasika et chutu verapruktasya then pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam. We're only getting the sanya here, which is fine. And then we get 8 to 7, which is no lopaha prajapadikantasya. And then after that, we can make the nakar lopa siddha by no lopaha supsasanya tukudishukriti asya chva brahmi bhavati. Bhasmi bhavati, how about that? Bhasmi bhavati, to be reduced to ashes. So that is also in so bhasman, so abhasma sampadyamana bhavati bhasmi bhavati. Something is reduced to ashes. So they're also bhasman pradipadikam. Okay, good. So that one we have done. So this is a pratyaya chvihi. So pratyaya chvihi, and that is what is coming and is going to feed us into. So this was not really required in this section, but because we're going to go into the Gati Samasa now, so that is going to, we needed this, so because we're going to use to form Gati Samasas. So we are now in the book. Let's go to the book here. We were here. The final avaranaha, we saw asya chva, we saw that. Then we saw chvaucha of Nagaraji. Chvaucha came and helped us out here. In Ring Rataha already we had seen. Ashuklam, again this is kind of in, you should really make it, you should give a sampadyamana bhavati, that you have to put that in there, I know this is kind of short and I made the same mistake myself in the past, but you should give this Vigraha Vakyam should be like this, it should be given like this. So then we have over here, right? So here we have it, which is akrishnaha, krishna sampadyate, tam karoti, krishni karoti. So like that, make it like that. So this sampadyate, tam karoti, so instead of just saying, krishnam karoti, you should avoid that. Put this vigraha vakyam like this, krishna krishna, or you can say krishnam sampadyate tat karoti, whatever it might be. So you can make it like that. So this vigraha vakyam will change in the book, please. It can be ashuklam sampadyate tam karoti, shukli karoti. Again, this is not a compound, so we won't put a space over here. Shukli karoti. In fact, the Bhaimi Vyakya, Bhimsen Shastriji makes the point specifically. We should put the space over here. Of course, space has no meaning, but anyway, Shukli karoti is not a compound. So alaghu laghu bhavati, we saw that again, is also not a compound. So here also we should say alaghu sampadyamano bhavati, laghu bhavati. Ashuchim karoti, same as this. Again, ashuchim, you can say ashuchihi sampadyate tam karoti. So shuchi karoti. Aneta bhavati. Aneta sampadyamano bhavati. Netri bhavati. We just saw all of the examples. So that was the section from the book. So this is the important pratyaha chvi. It's going to be used many times. In fact, if you attend the Thursday class, Raghuvamsha Kavyam, we have used it so many times. Just in the small section, it comes all the time. This thing comes very, very common. And the trick is to this asyachvav is a very big flag. It's a very nice way to recognize this chvi, because Krishni bhavati, Spashti bhavati, all these are Bhasmi bhavati. You see asyachvav comes very common. So if you remember asyachvav, see that Ikar Adesha coming at the end. Form a kru bhuas. One thing is always to form a kru bhuas. Most if kru bhuas is not there, it's not chvi. Not chvi. So, alright. So that is this section. Now let's go to the next section in the book. Gati Samasa. It's a short section. It's not a very difficult section because as we already saw that in the class today, that we have Pragrishvara Nipataha, and then we have Chadayo Satve Paradayaha Upasarga Kriya Yoge. This we already seen. The Paradis are also Nipatas. They get Upasarga Sanya Kriya Yoge. But Kriya Yoge, there are many other things. So, sorry, first of all, the same Paradayaha Kriya Yoge get the Gati Sanya. But Gati Sanya opens up a new bracket, and the Kriya Yoge, there are a number of other things, one of which you already saw. Uryadi Chvi Rachascha. So all these items over here get the Gati Sanya, and Te Paragdhatoho. They use before dhatu. Of course, if you have a subantam, then we can use you can form a samasaha by kugati pradayaha. Now, and here is going to come namaskaru, by the way. It's going to come over here, uryadi chidachascha. Okay, let's go through this. In the book, we are now in the bottom part of this page. We are now in number 2. He has given what is called as the adverbial expressions. I think what he means is kriya yoge. So this is the kriya yoge. Kriya yoge. Anuvritti of kriya yoge, upasarga kriya yoge. This gati sanya only comes kriya yoge. That's why he has put adverbial expressions. Can be affixed as te prag dhatoho. Te prag dhatoho. He has given a few of them here. You maybe see some more in the class. And then, in fact, let's just hold that for a second, for 1 minute, and let's look at the next section, which is already well known to us, because when we derive these forms, we're going to use this point number 3, is that when a nominal stem with the affix chvi, this gets the gati sanya, we just saw that, or an adverbial expression, basically means gati. Is prefixed to verbal roots, it is called gati, okay, he's saying that, while a preposition is called upasargaha. But now be careful. Upasargas also get the gati sanya, okay? Because point says gatishcha, right? We looked at that, because even though I think what he means is that the upasarga sanya is reserved for the pradayaha kriya yoge. Nothing else can get upasarga sanya except pradayaha kriya yoge. But they also get the gati sanya. And then gati sanya is for these other things also coming kriya yoge. All this is kriya yoge. Upasarga sanya is kriya yoge, but that's only for the pradayaha. The same pradaya kriya yoge, when they upasarga sanya, they get gati sanya. Also, gati sanya includes other things, also kriya yoge. So in the book, when he says says while a preposition is correct, but the upasarga also gati sanya. But the upasarga sanya is reserved for pradeha kriya yoge. In the next section of the book, he says is that whenever indeclinable with upasarga or gati, is a typo here, is compounded, basically he should say gati only, because it's compounded with, because see, when you say compounding, you're going to use gugati pradeha. Gugati pradeha is compounded with a verbal root. The indeclinable past participle ktva becomes lyap, except when the is compounding is by the nyai tatpurushaha. So it says alankritya astangamya avirbhuya. We're going to form these, so we're going to go back and form these alankritya, alankru, astangam, avirbhu. We're going to form these, but right now just appreciate the point. Pratyaktva becomes lep, but alabdva. So alabdva, akritva, you know. So this comes in Gita a lot of places. In fact, very first, I mean, there's a lot of places in Gita. In very first chapter, like second, third verse, right? Acharyam upasangamya raja vachanam abravit. So upasangamya, there is a gati samasa for you. Because upasangamya raja vachanam abravit comes a lot in Gita, many places. So akritva. So anyway, this comes in a lot of places, and of course we have seen this in the daily examples many times. You just go and search here for 7137. You see it in a lot of places, So that is already well known to you. I hope. If it's not, just go and practice some examples here, like like samaveshya. Lot of them are coming. Upadaya. So basically, the tva pratyaya becomes lyappadesha. The two sutras we are using here, we are using 3, 4, 21. It didn't put in document because we use in daily examples so many times that it says samana pratyakayoho purvakale. When someone is doing two actions, then the prior action, the dhatu takes the pratyak tva. So gatva pashyasya, so gatva drakshami. Having gone there, I will see. So that's samana pratyakayoho purvakale. But then when the pratyak tva is, is at the end of is falling as samastam padam. So that's the angakaryam now. 737 samase anyam purve kto lyap. Straightforward compound in a compound. Sorry, straightforward sutram in a compound, which is not the nyang tatpurusha compound, not the nyang tatpurusha compound. Then anyang purve samase ktvaha lyap. Ktvaha lyap. So in place of pratyak tva, pratya lyap is used. By the way, tvaha is shashti of tva, shashti of tva. Sutram is ato dhatoho. See, normally this not to sidetrack too much, but this tva plus nyas has become tvaha. Normally we like vishwapa, shashti ekvachanam. But this is not a dhatu, this is tva. So here what we're using is in the section the bhasyadhikaraha. The bhasyadhikaraha, you see sutram somewhere there it says ato dhatoho. You get the bhasanya. So bhasya starts from here, ato dhatoho. Should be adanta, angam should be dhatoho akara. But how can we make tva plus nyas? How can we do the akar lopa? It's not a dhatoho akara nasti. That is done by the yoga vibhagaha. The sutram, in that sutram, which is samasingyang purve ktvo lyap, that swaha is shashti of ktva. So shashti sthane yoga, in place of ktva put lyap. For the lyap anubandha lope lashakvatadite halantyam, the ya shabda remains. It's aneka aladesha, aneka shit sarvasya. So what we have to do here is that we take, this is only a side topic for us for today, is we take the ato, see what Kashika says, is that ataha iti yoga vibhagaha, tena ktvo lyap, etc. adi siddham bhavati. So we have to yoga vibhaga over here. We take atoho, doesn't have to be of a dhatu, because Panini himself has used this ato dhatu with a dhatu akara nasti. In fact, we just saw in the Saturday class, last Saturday we saw a sutram, another sutram. Yashastator dhodha adha. Yashasthato urdhodha. So dha dhatu become adha. There also we have seen ato dhatoho with the yoga vibhaga. This is all I'm trying to explain to you is how did this adha, and in this case twaha, become shashti of twa. We have to use ato dhatoho because twa plus nyas anubandha lope as yangam got bhasanya by yachibham, but this akara is not of a dhatu, it's for pratyaha. But what we do is based on the vyakhyanam, we'll do the yoga vibhagaha and make it tva plus asmik twaha. Anyway, so 7137 samasanyang purve yap, which you seen plenty of examples in daily examples that twa takes the yap adesha sarvadesha. Okay, let's back up now. So this is the second, this is the part, this is in the book on the next, the next part of the book, but we're going to need that. We're going to take examples now, we're going to use this. So let's back up now, look at some of these. We'll continue next time, we won't do all of these. Let me start with the Uryadi Chvidachashcha, because we already used that. Even though in the book he has put a little bit lower down here, he's put it, see, there's some typos here. Please correct some typos, 1 second. So this is, this one, the typo here should be Urasi, not Urasi, but Urasi. Should be Urasi, let's change that. This should be Urari, not Urari, but Urari Kritya. Rasa Ukara. Urari. This is not Dirgha Ukara, but Rasa Ukara. So Urari Kritya. Just to make that change. So, and Uri Kritya. This is correct. Uri Kritya. So let's look at these couple of these things. Let's look at Uri Kru. Let's look at Urari Kru. Let's look at Shraddha Kru. Let's look at these also. Avir Pradurbhu, Avirbhu. Okay, and let's look at these four. These are all coming in the same sutram, Uryadi Chvidachascha. Then where is the sutram? Sutram is in the section of Pragrishwaran Nipataha, also section of Gatischa. So all these terms are going to get the Gatisanya, Uryadi Chvidachascha. Okay. Now in the document I put a little bit lower, I think we start with, let's start with that. That's the number one sutram here. Even though I put it lower than document, I went by the book orders, I put it down here. So, Uryadi Chvidachascha. Okay. Okay. Mithya namaskritva. Akriti ganoyam saksha prabhutini cha. So, namaskrityakra. Namaskru. Okay. Okay. But again, I think I made one more mistake. This namas is coming in the not in Uryadi, it's coming in Saksha Prabhuti Nicha. I'm really having a problem with this thing Namaskuru today, haven't I? I made two mistakes already. That Namaskuru, finally I hope I get it right. It's coming in not in Uryadi, it's coming in Saksha Prabhuti Nicha. Namaskuru is coming in Saksha Prabhuti Nicha. Namaskuru is coming there. So, okay, anyway, we'll keep Namaskuru for next time, I think. Okay. Pradurbhuya. Okay. So Pradurbhuya, Avirbhuya, Urari Kritya, Uri Kritya, Shraddha Kritya. All of these are from Uryadi Chvidachascha. So Ete Kriya Yoge Gati Sanyaha Suhu. So I'm sorry, I missed this typo here. Gati Sanyaha Suhu. So these when Kriya Yoge, they get Gati Sanya. Now, one more thing is here. Chvidachau Krubvasti Yoge Vihitau. This Pratyachvi which you already saw, and Dach is coming also after that in the Ashtadhyayi, is Krubvasti Vihitau. They come only Krubvasti Yoge. So Tat Sahacharyad Uryadinam api tatraiva Gati Sanya. Means that even though we just have Kriya Yoge coming, but because Uryadi Chvidachascha and Chvi and Dach have been prescribed only Krubvasti Yoge. So Sahacharyad, because of association with the Chviyantam and the Dajantam, the Uryadi also will get the Gatisanya only Krubvasti Yoge, only with this. So even though Sutram doesn't specifically say Krubvasti Yoge, but Sahacharyat, because in the same Sutram Pani has put Uryadi and Chvi and Dach also is put. So Chvi and Dach only can be used Krubvasti Yoge. So in association with that, we have to understand that Uryadi also will get the Gatisanya only Krubvasti Yoga. That's point number one. Then in the Madhavaha, Saranacharya makes another comment. According to Madhava, he says only avis and pradus shabdo muktva. So barring these two, avis and pradur, avis and pradus, anyesham, there's a typo here, karote, I'm sorry, only kru can be used. According to Saranacharya, if you take out the avis and pradus, the others, only kru can be used, according to him. So anyway, only kru bhuvas can be used. According to dhatu vritti, according to Madhava, is that in only avis and pradus can take kru bhuvas, like pradur bhuya, avir bhuya, having manifest. But all the others, according to him, can only take kru only can be taken. So avihi pradus shabdo muktva anyesham karotinaiva karotina eva karotinaiva yoge gati sanya iti Madhava. Okay, so for the most, at least we can take it like that. Only kru bhuvas, and barring the avis and pradus, others mostly kru only, not any other, because that's the svabhava, that's the nature of these words. Okay, so let's look at this pradur bhuya. Pradur bhuya. So this is pradus, this pradipadi come here. It's an amvyam pradur bhuya. Now what's happening is that the pradus is getting the gati sanya because it's in this ganaha of the uryadi chvida chascha. So it gets the gati sanya. It also gets the nipada sanya, pragrishvaran nipataha. It's also get avya sanya by suradi nipatam avyan avyad apsupaha. And now we can form the gati samasaha. Gati samahasa, why? Because of the kugati pradeha 2 to 18. Actually, you know what? I put the detailed steps back here. I'm kind of going to a document below. So I put the detailed steps back here. So pradur bhuya. Let's look at tiro bhuya for example. Okay, just imagine this is pradur for time being, pradus. So what happens is that we get bhu plus tva to begin with. By first we have the form bhutva, bhu plus tva by samanakrityakeyo purvakale, having become. Then when you form a gati samasa with, in this case, tiras, if we have pradus back here, same thing, then we get the this should be 1461 for pradus, become, and then kugati pradeha, we form samasaha. Then we get samasanyam purvek tvo lyap, anubandha lope will become ya. We get pradus bhu ya. Then of course sasajushoruho puthijanasaka is pradur bhuya. Pradur bhuya. That's very simple. So this, when we form the gati samasaha, so only thing which happened here was that pradus got the gati sanya by uryadi chvidachascha, and then it formed a gati samasa with bhutva. Then because of his samastam padam, the tva to the lyappadeshaha. Then of course because pradus is navyam, it had already had avyadapsupaha, it's a padasanya, you get sasujusho ruho pradur bhuya avir bhuya. So this pradur is prakashya, means to manifest, to become manifest, to appear. So pradur bhuya avir means having manifest, having appeared. Now you can see that the reason for making the gati sanya, by the way, is that if we didn't have gati sanya, we could not use kugati pradeyaha. So gati sanya bhave samaso na sambhavati, samasa bhave lyap adesho na sambhavati. So we cannot get the ishtam rupam na sampadyeta. So the ishtam rupam, the desired form is pradur bhuya. We have to get that from pradur bhuya. Only way we can get that, if we get a samasa, we can make samasanyam purvek to lyap. To get samasa, we need gati sanya. So to get the gati sanya, these things are put in this uryadi ganaha. Uryadi ganaha. So pradur avidas prakashe urari kritya means to accept. Swik urari and uri, both says us to accept something. Urari kritya, uri kritya, to accept. So shraddha kritya means to place trust, to make trustworthy, to make trusty. So to make trusty, shraddha kritya. Here also in urari kritya, uri kritya, like swikritya, the same meaning as swikritya. Urari kritya, uri kritya. In fact, if I look at the just look at the Ganapatha commentary. See all these ganas, you can go to the Ganapatha commentary, you know. So uri iti angikare vistare cha. Also says vistare, to expand. To be honest, I'm not seeing the meaning. Mostly angikare. So if I look at the word angikara, the same pratyaya chvi, right? So he says anangam, angam sampadyate. So that which was not a part is becoming part of. If there is not a part of you, is becoming part of you. So angikaraha, angi pratyaya which you just saw. So uri kritya and angi kritya ityarthaha, atva vistaram krutva ityarthaha. And then so that's the meaning of the urari kritya, uri kritya. Now shraddha kritya is to make trustee or to place trust. Shraddha. Shraddha also in the same. If you look at the Kashika is given this ganaha. Of course, all these ganas are always subject to some flexibility. So, Shraddha is here somewhere, I think. So, Uri Kritya, Uri Kritya, Uri Kritam Vetali Shukla. Shakala Kritya, Sala Kritya, Vamshe Kritya, Suju Saharte, Suju Kritya, Fuli Vikali Vikare Kritya, Vikali Kritya, Shevali Kritya, Vashat Swaha Swadha. I thought Shraddha was here. 1 second. Shraddha is not in this gana. Okay, Shraddha better be in one of these ganas, because if it's not here, it should be in this gana. Give me 1 second. Is there a typo in this document? Because Shraddha Kritya. Because I put it Uryadi Chvida Achashata. Shraddha was in there. Uri. Papi, Tali, Atali, Vetali, Dhusi, Shakala, Shankala, Dhusakala, Brumshakala, Shakala Kritya, Dhusala, Gulagula Kritya, Suji, Phuli Kritya, Vipali Kritya, Gevali, Vipanasa, Ete, Vashat, Shaushat, Chosas, Swaha, Swadha, Pratasa, Vish. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not in this Gana. Let me see if it's in the Saksha. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the wrong one. This is not in this one. This is in the 6. This is 1474. Take this out of here. This is not in this one. Let me take it out of here. This is confusing thing. Okay, let me take this out. So let's leave this one as this much only from. So this one. This I'm going to transport that to this another sutram, which is here. Okay, this one I'll put it here. This is in the different gana. This is the Saksha Prabhuti Nicha, which maybe we'll see next time. So Shraddha Kritya Tva Shraddha Kritva, we'll come to that one. So this has the Gati Sanya, but only has optionally, which we'll see maybe next time we'll see that one. So we'll see that one. Shraddha Kritva. Okay. Alright. So this is not, Shraddha is not in the Uryadi Ganaha. It's in the Sakshad Prabhutini. It's in the Sakshad etc. Ganaha. Okay. Let's back up one more time. So what we've done, yes. Yes, Vasu.
Nitya Shabda.
Which one?
Nitya Kritya.
Mithya Kritya. That's not Uryadis. We're coming to that. This is Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha.
My question is whether Nitya is Vyutpanna Shabda from some root or it is Avyayam.
I think it looks like it's a, that's interesting. Let's see what the Avyaya Kosha says for Mithya. Mithya means having like falsified, you know. Mithya Kritya. Making so Mithaha. Mithya. No, it is Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. It is Swaradi Ganaha. Sakshat Prabhuti Vipathat Vibhasha Tena. Anavyayam Mithya iti padamasti. Anavyayam api Mithya iti padamasti. Nirmithya iti adish samasa prabhyaho. This is part of this Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam. So it is Nipada Sanya, right? So Mithya is a Nipataha. So I'll check it out for you, Vasu. I'll get back to that one. But right now it's a Nipata for us. It may have etymology somewhere.
Thank you.
In fact, give me 1 second. Let me see by chance Mithya is in Amar Kosha. See if you what he says. I'll just check, because if in Amar Kosha we are lucky, then we can get our Bhanuji to tell us what is the story with Mithya. But let me see if mithya should be in Amar Kosha. Mithya, I said, is there. Okay. Let's see what Bhanuji says. 447.15. Always check Amar Kosha also. So if Amar Kosha is there,
Here,
Bhanuji.
Hiralji, who is always present in this, he raised this question several months ago.
Oh, was it? Okay. So Hilavaji, the Ankarji is here. Okay. So the Ankarji, the word mithya is in Amar Kosha. It is in Amar Kosha in the Avya Vargaha. Amar Kosha also is in Avya Vargaha. And the word mithya is coming in, so that is the 3.4, Amar Kosha 3.4. So 3, 4, and it is number 15, 3, 4, 15. Mrusha mithya cha vitate. Amar Kosha says, Mrusha mithya cha vitate, something which is false, not correct, not real. So it says, no, mithya he says, mithya he gives, mathate, mathe vilodane, to kind of to churn, to mix up. So, mathate, so that which mixes up, causes confusion, I guess. So, he gives unadi Kosha, number 4112. So it says, in Unadi Kosha, I think has given this one as a ready-made 4112 in the Unadi Sutram. So that's what I thought. Means given a dhatu, mitha vilodane. So means to, I think, to churn or to kind of to cause, which to kind of to confuse or make it, So yes, it is given in the Unadi Kosha. So 4.112 Unadi Kosha has this one. If I can. So anyway, that's what Vyutpatti was. So you can look up Unadi Kosha 4.112. Mithya is given there. So listen, Lawrence, look at Amar Kosha always. Amar Kosha, if it is there, you can immediately call Bhanuji Dikshita and give you very nicely the etymology. Okay. So
Unadi, what is the number?
4.112. So Unadi 4.112. Look it up, and if you have a question, let me know. I'll guess that's what it says. Iti sadhu. So that's 4.112 Unadi. Okay. All right. So now we saw Uryadi Chvidachas. Just one more time. These are these terms in the Uryadi Ganaha, or ending in the term in the Chvi or Dach, which is the Pratyaya, they get the Gati Sanya. Because Chvi and Dach are prescribed, first of all, is all Kriya Yoge. And because Chvi and Dach are prescribed with Kru Bhuvasti Yoge, therefore this Uryadi also Kru Bhuvasti Yoge. And according to Madhavaha, according to Sayanacharyaha, only this Pradus and Avis are Kubhvasti Yoge. All the others are only Kru Yoge, only with the Kru. And the examples in the book which you are seeing now are these examples, which is the Uri Kritya, means Angi Kritya, Sri Kritya, Urari Kritya. So these are the ones we saw. Pradur Bhuya, Avir Bhuya. This one we'll leave for the time being. We'll come back to Avishkru for a time. Just hold on this for time being. Okay, we'll take this one next, Avishkru, because this Avis and Pradur is also in Pradur in different Gana also. Then two Ganas. So let's but that Gana has to be only with Kru. So Pradur Bhu and Avir Bhu, we are safe. We can use Uryadi Chvidachascha. Nitya Gati Sanya we get. Nityam Gati Sanya. This Avishkru, let's hold on for time. Let's take it a little bit. We'll take it next, Avishkru. So Pradur Bhuya, Avir Bhuya, Urari Kritya, Uri Kritya. In all of these cases, we are forming a Gati Samasaha by Kugati Pradeha, because we got the Gati Sanya by Uryadi Chvidachascha. We need the Samastam Padam, so we can use Samasanyam Purve Ktvalyap. Then only we can get Pradur Bhu, even though the book is not given that. But that's the Prayojanam. One of the main reasons for get the Gati Sanya is to form the Samasa and to get because we can also, when you say, like we say Pradur Bhavati, you can use Te Parag Dhatoho. See, we don't need, to get the compound, everything done, because to just say, if you don't want to form a compound, we can simply say, Te Parag Dhatoho, Pradur Bhavati, Avir Bhavati. That we can easily do it that way. But so we can use 1480 for that. But to get Pradur Bhuya, Avir Bhuya, Urari Kritya, Uri Kritya, all of these we need to get the Gati Samasaha. So that is what. So far we have seen Pradur Bhuya, Avir Bhuya, Urari Kritya, Uri Kritya. So let's take, we have 5 minutes left. Let's look at this Avishkru. Okay, the same Avis is coming here now. Now is this also, this is Uryadi Ganaha, it is there. Then Avish Kru. Now before I go there, I just mentioned Urari Kritya. Let's look at Kritya form. Then we'll go is, in the Kritya form we form the same steps. Let's say we have Urari Kritya. We say Urari, just this is Tiras, but let's imagine Urari over here for time being. So Kru plus the Pratya Kritva is coming here. Kritva, Kru plus Tva is Dhatu Dikrin Karane. So we get the Adir Ni to Dabaha, so becomes Itsanya, and then Halantyam, so Dhatu is Kru, and then we get Samase, no sorry, Samana Kratikayoha Purva Kale, Pratya is Ktva, Kritva we got. We say Urari Kritva when we do, we get the 1461, Urari will get the, this is for Tiras, but it's the same thing for Urari, same thing. So we get 1461, we get the Gatisanya, and then Kugatipradayaha, and we get Samasinyam Purve Lyap, Sarvadeshaha, Anekachis Sarvasya, Yadesha is Yakara, Akara has Anekal Adeshaha, then we do Lashakvatadite Halantyam, Alubandalope Ya. Now we get a Tuk Agamaha. Tuk Agamaha because of Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk. Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk. Sutram comes right before the Sutram Samhitayam. Samhitayam starts from 6172. This part is Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk. So if you have a Rasva, if you have a Rasvaha, it's not Angasya Dikara, okay? It's not Angasya Dikara. If you have Rasva, Rasva means Ach only. So Rasva Ach if you have, for a Krit Pratyaha, which is Pit, then that Rasva Ach will get the Tukagamaha. So we get, so this is the Rukaraha is the Rasvaha, is followed by Pratya Lyap, which is a Krit Pratyaha, because it came in place of Twa. The Twa had the Krisanya by to the thing, and then because of Sthanivadadeshonal Vidhau, the Lyap also is a Krit Pratyaha. It is a Pit, Sakshat Pit. So Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk, the Rukaraha gets Tukagamaha, Adyantau Takitau, Anubandalope becomes Kritya. So it's Tukagamaha come Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk. So when I was telling you about Urari Kritya, in all those places, we have to use the Rasvasya Pitikriti Tuk. Okay, let's just do this one form, Avishkar, and we stop for the day now. We only have, our time is up. So we just saw the form Avir Bhuya. Now, what about Avishkritya? Why we are keeping that separate like that? Because the same word Avis. Let's talk about Pradush. One thing. Let's talk about Pradush. Same thing for Avish also. This is from the Ganapata commentary, by the way. Praduriti Prakashye. Same thing Avis also. Is to manifest, to make it, to appear, to appear. So Praduriti Prakashye, to bring to light, to come to light, Prakashye. See, Uryadi Patitasya, Asya, Atra. Atra means in this Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha. So let's take some Sakshat, we'll continue next time. So Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha is 1474. We are in the same Adhikara of Gatishcha. So this is only Kriva. So only with Dhatu Kru. Only Kru. And that also Va, optionally. Gatisanyani. So these are different now. The Uryadi Chvidachascha were Krubvasti Yoge, of course, according to Madhava, barring the Pradus and Avis, only Kru Yoge. But there Kru Bhu As, the Avis and Pradar, Avis and Pradus are common between the Uryadi Ganaha and the Sakshat Prabhuti Ganaha. Sakshat Prabhuti Ganaha. So this common. Now, if you don't have Kru, then you cannot use this Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha. You have to go to Uryadi. So when you say Pradur Bhuya, Avir Bhuya, it has to be Uryadi. Nityam, you'll get the Gatisanya, only one form you'll get. Avir Bhuya, Pradur Bhuya. But, in connection with Kru, then what happens is that, because Spontaneous put this Avis and Pradus here also, then we have to understand when the Kru is being used, then these Avis and Pradus will get the Gati Sanya only optionally. Because the Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha gives the Gati Sanya only Va. with kru. So let's the commentary like this. So you get pradur iti prakashye uryadi patitasya. It's all in uryadi ganaha. Asya means pradu shabdasya. Atra means sakshad pravritini. In that ganaha, atra sakshad pravritti gane pataha chvirartha vivakshayam kri yoge vibhashaya gatitvartha. Now first of all, there's one more condition here. Again, time is out. I'm sorry. We'll continue with this next time. I'll repeat it next time. Okay, repeat it next time. This says one more condition here. This saksha prabhuti nature has one more condition. Ichvirtha iti vachya vartikam. The same meaning as chvi. You know the chvi which you saw today. Abhuta tadbhave. It has to come in that meaning only. Abhuta tadbhave. That meaning. So not only it has to be with kru only, it has to be in the chvirtha only. And if all that is satisfied, it gets the gati sanya va. So when you say pradush kritya, it means that something which was not manifest, becomes manifest, someone does that. So if it is chvirthe, if it is with kru, in that case you'll get the gati sanya only optionally. So what this says is that we will say uryadi patitasya pradush shabdasya atra saksha pravritti gane pataha chvirtha vivakshayam krin yoge vibhashaya gatitvartha. So that when it is chvirthe, if it's with kru, then only vibhashaya gatitvartha. So pradush kritya, pradush kritva, because you get the gati optionally now. So gati pakshe, gatitva pakshe, kugati prade samastam padam. And we get the samasanyam purvekto lyap. Then you get, of course, the same thing, rasvasyapitikrituk. But when we don't have the gatisanya, pradush kritva. So pradush kritva means something which was not manifest becomes manifest. The same thing becomes manifest, and someone is doing that, having done that. Now we'll stop here for homework. Pradush kritya, the shakara adesha is by 8.341. Take it for homework. If you've done before, 8.341. And now for homework, you can also take, let's see, for homework take from this section, you can scan this whole section of Gatishcha, and you can take this one we need, 1463 for homework. Adaranaadarayoho, sadasati. We'll need that. Bhushane alam, we'll need that next time. Bhushane alam, okay. Purovyayam, we'll need that also, 1467, Purovyayam. We'll also need Astancha. Astamcha we will need next time. And we will need Tiruvantardhav. Tiruvantardhav we will need next time, 1471. Then we'll need 1472 also, Vibhasha Kriyi. Then we just talked about Sakshat Prabhuti. We'll start with this one next time. Sakshat Prabhuti Nicha, okay. And then we need one more sutram, which is Nityam Haste Pana Upayamane. Nityam Haste Pana Upayamane. That's the last one. And if you have some enthusiasm, you can look at, next time we'll start the Upapada Samasaha. So if you want, you can look at this sutram 2219, Upapadam Ating. Upapadam Ating. Let's stop with that. Okay, in fact, if I do that, you can look at 2219. You can also look at this one. Is 3192. Tatra Upapadam Saptamistham. So what is Upapadam? Is given 3192. Upapadamating 2219. That will give us, that's the Samasa Vidhaka Sutram. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vihata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Ramannasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittare Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattalyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnamaiti.